My name is Katie Piper, and you can read my story in the News of the World. I used to be a model and an aspiring TV presenter. I lived in London. I enjoyed my life.
I liked my bad boys, and I met my bad boy online, and here, let me show you my bad boy's life.
And Stefan Silvestri. Danny was a man that initially contacted me on Facebook, and we dated.
Because you see, I was going by looks, and I had to have the bad boy, and I couldn't have a nice guy because a nice guy would have treated me like a human being and a decent person, and a bad boy would treat me like a piece of dirt. And so I had to have the bad boy because it's the challenge, the challenge of changing somebody and molding and shaping them and making them do as I want them to do and be like I want them to be. Because, see, a nice guy would treat me like a human being, and a bad boy would treat me like shit, and I got a challenge. So I can have drama, and I can change him, And then one day when I had my bad boy here, and I was trying to change him, we got in a fight, and he threw acid on me, and this is what happened.
Physically took away the face I was born with, the genetics.
Yes, and the acid physically took away my face. It made me not look the way I used to look before, and when I'm going after the bad boys and stuff, I always went by looks. I always did, You got to go by looks. You got to be good looking. You got to be in lust with them, Got to be physically attracted and totally in lust with them. And so I always use looks on people, and I have to have my bad boy because of the challenge. And then he threw acid in my face, my bad boy, because I love drama, I love fighting, and he was treating me beautiful because we was having a great time treating each other like dirt, and until he threw acid in my face. Yep. And now I feel like this.
People have ignorance about people that look different, and for people not to be frightened of burns and the stigma attached to it, and to understand that it's still the same person underneath, and to help raise awareness. I still want to live a normal life. I'm determined not to let it destroy my life, and I'm still the same person, and I still want to be happy just like any other normal woman.
And that's right. Now their looks have been changed because of the acid, see. Think she's still the same person underneath? That's right. Underneath that looks. Underneath the new looks that she has. Yeah, that's right, her new looks. And she just wants to be able to live a normal life. That's right. She wants you to accept her for who she is, because now she's ugly because of what happened to her. And here you go, people. This is a prime example. See, now she wants to live a normal life, and I'll guarantee you, before, she had her bad boy who threw acid in her face. She dumped on nice guys like they were going out of style. I'll guarantee it. I'll guarantee it, okay? Because you gotta remember, you gotta have looks, ain't that right? That's right. You gotta stereotype out. That's right, because you gotta go by looks. Now she's getting to experience what it's like to not have her looks the way they used to be, and she's concerned about that. She's telling you that still a good person underneath that. That's right. So in other words, what she's telling you is she's beautiful from inside, because she's a good person inside, and that's what you need to get to know me from me. Don't look at my cover, get to know me from me. Well, yeah, she's saying that now, after she lost her looks to acid, but before she lost her look to acid, she didn't say that, did she? Do you see what I'm saying? See, the problem here, people, is in the dating scene, what do we have? We have girls like her chasing bad boys all the time. That's right. Gotta have the bad boy. That's right. And we gotta go by lust. That's right. We gotta go by physical appearance, attraction. First 5 seconds, if you're not in lust with them, you shit on them, you dump on them. And when the guy's born and he ain't so good looking, or the girl's born and they ain't so good looking, what does people do to people like this? Well, if the guy or the girl's born and they're ugly as shit, then that's right. If the guys step on them, shit on them, won't give them the time of day. The girls dump on the guy, shit on the guy, don't give them the time of day. That's right. All in 1 to 5 seconds. Treat him like dirt. That's right. And and because there was the good guy, you girls wouldn't give him a chance. That's right, because he was a good guy. And so the good guy, you girls dump on him because he's a good guy. That's right. He's the nice guy. Yeah, he's the guy that would have taken care of you and loved you for who you was. Yeah, he's the nice guy. That guy that would have loved you for who you was. But that you couldn't have, no, could you? That's right. You had to have your bad boy, didn't you? That's right. So, see, and then, what? You think we're supposed to love you from the inside, right? Right? That's right. Now she's had her looks changed. She's getting to taste what it's like to be in the shoes of the people she's shit and dumped on. She don't like it, does she? That's right. She's trying to convince you that she's good inside and she just wants to have her life and she wants to be happy. Well, hold on now. For the 100 million men alone in this world, for all the guys that had to spend thousands of dollars at PUA just to still be alone, okay, because they're not the bad boy. That's right. Or you're not in lust with them at 1 to 5 seconds. They felt the same way. That they was a good person. Underneath that, they were a human being. All they did was want one life, one person in their life. You had no problem denying that. You had no problem stripping them of their youth. You had no problem denying them it. They got to be 49, 50 years old, like George Sedini, and had to walk into a gym and blow a couple girls' heads off. That's right. Then other guys get to be like Tony, Agent McGowan. See, Tony has to go out and kill himself. And Agent stepped in his way. And it's wrong timing when she met him and played the game. And she played the game with him, and he was already ready to take his life, so he took both their lives. Okay? Because you got to have the ability to play the game, don't you? You got to have the ability to mess somebody else's life up, right? And of course, they use what? Looks? That's right. Looks, because you got to be in lust. And you got to have the bad boy. You couldn't have the good guy, because the nice guy will treat you properly. The bad boy will treat you like he likes to be. Think about what you saw here. Think about what she said. Think about what I just said. Start treating each other like human beings. And remember this. Regardless of what you look like, you have no control of your looks. Regardless, you deserve to have somebody in your life. Because you have the same wants she's now wanting after she was burned. You catch my drift? Leave your comments and opinions. To the next video, you have a good one.
People have ignorance about people that look different, and for people not to be frightened of burns and the stigma attached to it, and to understand that it's still the same person underneath, and to help raise awareness. I still want to live a normal life. I'm determined not to let it destroy my life, and I'm still the same person, and I still want to be happy just like any other normal woman.